Hey everyone, in this video we will discuss when is Power Query a good tool to use and who should be using Power Query. So let's quickly start. So as you can see, Power Query is essentially an extract, transform and load tool. What does that mean? It goes and extracts or connects to a data source, which could be Excel or a database, and then it grabs all that data, and then you can perform transformations. For example, the date is not in the right format, so you can change the date format, or maybe you want to get a substring from a string, or maybe you want to combine multiple data sets. So you can perform that in the transform tag, and then we can load the data into Power BI and then visualize the data. So essentially, once you've built this logic, you're able to refresh this on the fly. So let's say I'm getting data from Excel and I'm getting data from a SQL server, and then I'm combining the data. So once I've built this series of steps, I'm able to repeat them. So all I need to do is refresh, and all this extract, transform and load process will happen, and Power BI will automatically get the new data based on the rules that we've created in Power Query. So automation is a Power Query superpower in that sense. So it's amazing in the sense that once you've built the processes, you don't have to go back and repeat the process again. All you need to do is press the refresh button. It is fairly easy and intuitive to learn. So it's with the functionality that is available. That makes it causes it to have a really easy learning curve. Though there are a lot of features, and you can probably look at M code as well and learn a lot more, but it's very easy to learn and pick up. It is very feature rich for data manipulation. So we'll go through that as we go along, but it has a lot of features to do data manipulation. It is great for proof of concepts. So let's say you are trying to build something and in an automated way. So you can build a proof of concept, and then either you can give it to IT to maintain, or then let them decide how they want to build it once you've built a proof of concept. So it's just not a proof of concept. You can build reports using Power Query, but for enterprise level data, you might want to just use Power Query as a proof of concept and go from there. And it is free, so it comes bundled with Power BI Desktop, so it is free. That is one of the superpowers, or well, it's not a superpower, it does come free, and that is awesome. So in this video, we've essentially covered when is it a good time to use Power Query. So it is a good time to use Power Query if you want to build repeatable data extraction, manipulation, and load logic. And you want to build a proof of concept, or if you're looking at an enterprise level, you can you can either build a proof of concept at an enterprise level, or if you're running a small shop, you can just keep the logic that you've embedded into Power Query and reuse that. So I'll just show you a quick one before we go. So let me just escape from here, and I've got this Power Query open here, and we'll go along and we'll see how to open Power Query and how to access things in Power Query. But essentially, I've got all these tables, and all I've done is I've connected to SQL Server. So if you look at this, so we will, on the right hand side, all the steps are there. So I've connected to the source, and I've essentially grabbed the data. So you can, if I double click this gear icon on the right hand side, it shows that I'm getting data from SQL Server. It's called localhost. And then essentially, if I click on the navigation gear, it tells me what table I'm picking up. And then you can also go to the view tab, and I will be taking each of these as we go along on this journey, but I'm just taking you through an easy view of this. So you can click on advanced editor, and it says, so the source is localhost, the database is this, and the table name is this. So essentially, if any data gets refreshed in the DIM customer table, all I need to go here is just go here and click refresh on this table, and that data will become available to me. So now let's say I go ahead and let's say I don't want a column. So let's say I don't want commute distance. So I'll just remove that. So on the right hand side, you can see that it's added logic that I've removed columns. And if you go to the advanced editor, it says this has been removed. And when we refresh it, this step will automatically be implemented before the final data becomes available to us in Power BI, which is pretty good. So in this video, we basically covered when is Power Query a great tool. So it is a great tool if you want to do any form of data manipulation and build an automated process. It is great for, so if you are running a small business, it is great to use just to build reports. If you're using an enterprise a really large organization, it might be a good idea to give that proof of concept to someone so they can automate them, or you could just reuse it as it is. So that's about it, everyone. I hope you find this video useful, and thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel and like my videos if you enjoy what I'm doing. Cheers, bye.